Hello, welcome back to Wealth University. This is class 102, and I'm your instructor, Mr. Save-A-Lot, here to share a few nuggets of wisdom with you guys. And again, my whole intent and purpose is to help you guys with your financial life. I really want to see you guys advance financially. I believe that's one of the biggest things that's holding us back is wealth accumulation. We've learned through our years of school and hard work, we've learned how to get money and we've learned how to spend money. But one of the things that hasn't been taught to us is actually how to keep money. And so the whole goal of Wealth University is to help us to change our mindset, to understand money better, and to hopefully make better decisions. To go from to take the journey from spending to saving to investing. So today, my first question to you guys is, what's keeping you from changing your financial life? What is keeping you from changing your financial life? Now, I understand that many of us didn't have the luxury of being taught by wealthy people. But the interesting thing is that as you get older, you start to learn that you can't rely on the public school system or education. You actually get to a place where you have to self-educate yourself. And we are in 2014. We have all of the tools available to us. We have the power of the internet. We have free public libraries that allow us to go and get the information that we seek. The Bible says, ask and you will find. Ask and you receive. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door will be open unto you. But the question is, are you asking? Are you seeking? And are you knocking? Are you concerned about your financial future? That's the question I have for you today. And so I say to you guys that if you want to change. You have to decide to do that. It's got to be a decision unto you that you're going to say no more being in debt, no more lack, no more beg, borrowing, and stealing, no more stealing from Peter to pay Paul, however they say that thing is. You got to decide that you're going to take action and that you're going to do something different. And many of you guys, I can tell you, you're going to be in the same place 5 years from now financially that you are today because you're not going to choose to change. Well, I chose to change. I chose to say to myself that although America, this great country that we live in, is $17 trillion in debt, I don't have to be. I don't have to be part of the, I don't have to be part of the herd or the sheep. I can be a leader. And guys, you can too. You are intelligent people. You guys understand and been told so many times in lectures or seminars or things that you've come across to live on less. The thing is, it's hard to do. It's hard to change habits. But I'm telling you guys, it's so worth it when you decide that you're going to change. And that's really the only way you can do it. You have to make a decision that you're going to change. And my question I'm asking is, guys, don't you choose where you spend your money? When you get your paycheck, don't you choose which bill you're going to pay? Don't you choose which concert you're going to go to? There's no one that puts that bullet to your head and say, this is where you have to spend your money. We are making conscious choices of where we spend our money, and those choices lead to results. And you got to ask yourself, when you look at your bank account and when you look at your net worth, do you see red or black? Many of you guys understand business. Do you see yourself in a positive net worth or a negative net worth? And if you are in a negative net worth, you feel like you have too much month at the end of your money, you have to make a change. It's your decision where you spend your money. You can spend your money on Gucci or you can spend your money on gas. You can spend your money paying down your debt and paying it off, or you can spend your money on the next big thing that's coming out. You can spend your money on a new Apple iPhone, or you can spend your money on Apple stock. It's your decision. And so I said to you guys that I'm going to share resources that I use and examples from my life that hopefully will help you, inspire you to make changes in yours. So my first example is the cell phone. See, most people have a cell phone. They're using AT&T, Verizon, Sprint. They pay subsidized prices on these cell phones. They're in long-term contracts, so if they break out of them, they have early termination fees. Well, I decided that I didn't want a contract. I decided that all phones pretty much are the same to me. I didn't need all the glitz and glamour and glory. I decided I needed a phone to be a phone, to make calls, to receive texts, and I got the luxury of having one that actually happens to have a camera, which I'm using right now to film this video. But I went with this phone here. It's called the I don't know, Motorola G or something. I really didn't care. It's not a very fabulous phone, but you know, I'm just showing the box because what happened with me is I found a company that works for me. It's called Republic Wireless. This company, I was able to buy this phone for $149. I have no contract on my phone. It's on a 3G and 4G network. You see the quality of the camera that I'm filming it on. It's not an iPhone, no. It's not a Samsung Galaxy Note, no. But it's also not $140 a month. I pay $25 a month for my cell phone service. No contract, and I own the phone. Many of you guys are on contract and you don't own your phone. You're on the contract because you paid so much less, maybe $99 for your phone, but you're on a contract. So if you break your contract or you out of it, you either got to pay full price for the phone, which is what, $300, $400 or something like that. And you're on contract paying $140 a month. There are options out there, you guys. There's options for you and you just have to go out and seek them. So again, I'm using Republic Wireless. It may not work for you or in your area. I'm not sure. But again, I wanted to share resources that I'm using to save money. And the money that I'm saving, I'm putting towards investing money because I want my money to work for me. My second resource, I'm always share a book. And this is a book I highly recommend. It's by George Clason. It's called The Richest Man in Babylon. If I were to tell any young child a book that they need to read by the time they get to working age, I would tell them to read The Richest Man in Babylon. Here's why. It's written back in 1926. It has plenty of what you can call them steps. It has basically a 7-step program inside of the book, which I may do a report on in one of these videos, just to kind of give them to you. But 7 steps to getting wealthy. The same 7 steps that worked back in the Babylonian days, the same steps that worked back in the biblical days, the same steps that will work today. Everything that you read are basically the same steps. But I really like this book because it has stood the test of time, and I love priorities. I love things that have stood the test of time, that will continue to stand the test of time, and they're not here today and going tomorrow. So guys, The Richest Man in Babylon. I want to be the richest man in my Babylon. I want you to be the richest people in your Babylon. And I hope today, guys, in Class 102, I share some resources with you guys that you can use, that you can take away, and that you can continue to start or to continue to build wealth and to change the direction of your financial future for you and your family. Thanks so much for tuning in. Until next time, guys.